Hello, it's Somno Secrets. Sand that consumes everything. Have you ever dreamed of walking on sand that seems endless and, suddenly, it starts swallowing everything around you, objects, landscapes, even yourself? This dream image of sand that devours all is rich in symbolism and often reflects deep emotional and psychological states. Sand, in its nature, is both stable and unstable. It can support weight, yet it can also shift, slip, and swallow. When you dream of sand that engulfs everything, it may symbolize feelings of being overwhelmed or consumed by aspects of your life. One person shared a dream where they stood on a vast desert of sand, and as they walked, the sand beneath their feet began to pull away, swallowing their path and everything behind them. This dream came during a time of major life changes, leaving a long-term job and stepping into uncertainty. The sand's engulfing nature mirrored their fears of losing control. Yet the dream also pushed them to acknowledge the necessity of letting go to move forward. From a psychological perspective, especially through the lens of Jungian analysis, sand in dreams can represent the unconscious layers of the psyche. The sand swallowing everything might be your subconscious signaling a need to confront buried emotions or unresolved memories. It may be urging you to dive deeper into self-exploration, even if it feels unsettling. Carl Jung described such processes as part of individuation, the journey toward wholeness by integrating the shadow parts of oneself. Freud might interpret this dream differently, focusing on the symbolism of loss and anxiety. The devouring sand could be linked to feelings of helplessness or the fear of being consumed by life's pressures. Modern psychology also relates such dreams to stress and anxiety, especially in fast-paced societies where the constant flow of information and expectations can feel like quicksand pulling a person down. Culturally, sand and deserts have long been symbols of both desolation and spiritual testing. In many ancient myths, vast sandy landscapes represent trials where heroes are stripped of worldly attachments and forced to face their inner truths. Think of the story of the biblical Exodus, where the desert is a place of transformation and renewal. The sand devouring all can symbolize the dissolution of old identities, making room for rebirth. If you have this dream often or it leaves you feeling anxious, try grounding techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or journaling. Writing down your fears connected to the dream can reduce their power. Imagine yourself stepping carefully, finding solid ground beneath the sand, or visualize the sand turning into solid earth beneath your feet. Such visualization helps reprogram your subconscious to see challenges as manageable. Another individual dreamed of sand swallowing their home. This dream came after a period of emotional isolation and a breakup. It helped them realize how much they had ignored their feelings, letting them be buried beneath daily distractions. The dream became a call to reconnect with their emotions and seek healing. In today's world, dreams of overwhelming sand can reflect the feeling of being buried under responsibilities, information overload, or the fear of failure. The sand swallowing everything is a metaphor for losing oneself in these pressures. Have you ever felt like your worries or tasks are slowly engulfing your sense of self? This dream encourages awareness of such states and finding balance. To work actively with these dreams, you can try meditative practices before sleep, focusing on transforming the imagery. Visualize the sand receding, revealing paths or doors, or see yourself rising above the sand on a solid platform. These exercises help change your internal narrative from being overwhelmed to being empowered. Have you ever wondered why certain dreams feel so real? Or what your subconscious might be trying to communicate through these vivid images? Paying attention to recurring symbols like sand can reveal much about your emotional state and guide you towards self-awareness. In summary, the dream of sand that swallows all can be a powerful metaphor for the emotional and psychological challenges you face. It invites you to explore feelings of overwhelm, loss, and transformation. By understanding its symbolism through psychology, cultural stories, and personal experience, you can use this dream as a tool for growth and healing. Next time you dream of sand devouring your surroundings, ask yourself, what in my life feels like it's slipping away? What do I need to let go of? And what new ground can I find beneath the shifting sands?